How are you? It feels like ages since I've made a video because I made the other ones in advance. So I hope you're all still doing well and you got through the wet days and enjoyed a rest inside. I hope you are all still keeping clear of coronavirus. Yeah, I can't wait to actually see you all in person, and I probably will be giving you far too many hugs. Apologies in advance for that. And we've only got 3 chapters left in the book of Daniel. We are now on Daniel chapter 10, which is a bit of an odd one because really Daniel chapter 10 and 11 should be one chunk really, because it's one vision, but they've split it into 2, so I thought I'll keep with the splitting it into 2. And actually number 10 is far less complicated than number 11, so that works quite well for this video. So in Daniel chapter 10, Daniel is there with some friends and he has a vision, and his friends can't see the vision, they just get terrified and run away. But Daniel can see a man in white linen with a gold belt, whose face is like lightning and his body's like topaz, and he is awesome. And he has come with yet another message from God, and Daniel falls to the floor trembling and scared, and the man says to him, "Don't be afraid, I've got a message for you." Resonances with the angels and the shepherds in the New Testament. And Daniel, trembling, gets up and prepares to listen to the message. And the message actually comes in chapter 11, so this is just setting up the scene of Daniel receiving the vision. And the thing that really struck me in this passage, I think, is Daniel is a really good man. You know, he is really connected with God, and yet he constantly gets negative messages. And I don't know about you, but it sometimes feels like we don't expect that. We expect that the people who are really close with God are going to have an easier time in life. They're not going to get scared as much. They're not going to find things as hard. Life is going to work out for them because they've got God on their side and they know what it means to have faith. And the amazing thing about this passage is that's not what is shown here. You know, if you're a Christian and tough times come and you pray and the messages you get back from God are not positive and not him saying, "Don't worry, I'm going to sort this all out for you," that is perfectly normal part of Christian life. And we often put a lot of our pressure on ourselves to not feel that pain, to not feel that fear, to not go through those emotions that we go through in the course of everyday life. And what I like about this passage is it feels like God is saying, no, that's fine. You have emotion. You do feel things. It's one of the ways that God connects with us is through the emotions we feel when we see the way that the world is, and we turn to him for help and support. And even when he's helping and supporting us, we may not immediately stop trembling in fear. We may not immediately be able to cope with all of the stuff going around us. And that's okay. God still wants to meet with us. He still has that perfect heaven for us. We're still valid, valuable Christians. Our faith is worthwhile. And we're not lesser Christians because we sometimes get afraid or because we sometimes struggle. It is perfectly okay. I quite like that message, especially in this time when we are sort of cut off and sometimes like just unconsciously fearful. You know, I think a lot of people are getting quite tired just from that constant awareness of the problems that are happening around us all the time. So please don't put yourself down if that's the place that you're in, because I think that's where we all are, and God gets that. He gave us emotions for a reason, and we're allowed to feel them. And I hope that was useful. I have discovered on my laptop lots of videos that I've taken over the last 5.5 years, for the time that I've been employed in the church. So my plan is to try and put some of them together, if that's okay with everyone, and send them out so that you can see not only me, but maybe some of your other friends that you haven't got to see recently. So I'll try and do that this week at some point, and send it out to you. Have a lovely rest of your day, and yeah, keep well. Love you lots. God bless. Bye.